Hello student, good morning. Today uh, we are going to learn or study the next lecture, that is measurement and effects of heat. The measurements are uh, related with the heat. How to measure heat and with the devices, and how to calculate the heat or temperature in a different measurement, that is calorie, joule, etc. Okay, and with and some devices like thermometer, calorimeter, and some equations of measuring heat in a different manner, in a variety. Okay, and some formulas or scientific science of heat and temperature. Okay, so in this lesson, we learn concept, definition, and some informations about heat and its characteristics. After that, when we complete this concept of this lesson, heat, we will solve some examples depend upon the characteristics of heat, different characteristics of heat. Okay, so first we read some points, and after that we will get explanations. Okay, so here is lesson number 14, measurement and effects of heat. We have seen in previous standard that heat is a form of energy which flows from an object at high temperature to an object at low temperature. Temperature of an object tells us how hot or cold that object is. The temperature of a cold object is lower than the temperature of hot object. Thus, the temperature of ice cream is less than that of temperature of tea. This is the simple example of the temperature of different element. Okay, as the characteristics of heat, that the heat transfer from the hot temperature to the low temperature. Okay, we have also seen that when we give heat to an object, it expands and it contracts on cooling. Also, the state of matter changes due to heat, as we saw that the states of substance, that when we give temperature, give heat to water evaporates and gain a gaseous state. Okay, and when we keep water into the freeze at lower temperature, that water becomes or turns into the ice form. So the ice is the solid form of water. Okay, so the heating or cooling changes the structure of the substance into the gaseous state, liquid state, and solid state. This heat is calculated into the SI system as a joule, and in a CGS unit is a calorie. Okay, the measurement both that is joule and calorie has correlations that 1 calorie is equivalent to the 4.18 joule. Okay, so in SI system the heat is calculated as a 4.18 joule, and into CGS units it is calculated as a 1 calorie. So when the heat is increased by 1 calorie of 1 gram of water through 1 degree Celsius, the temperature calculated increases as a 4.18 joule. Okay, so how we calculate that the mass of water and change in the temperature? So here we have a solved example, but we will get explanation after completion of the concept of heat. Okay, so first we saw the sources of heat. Okay, the first major source, as we know from the previous standard, we studied that the sun is the major source of energy. So because sun releases heat through sunlight, the sun is the biggest source of heat receiving by earth. A large amount of heat is generated due to nuclear fusion taking place in the center of the sun. It forms the new form of helium nuclei. Generating heat in this process, some of it reaches to the earth in the form of light and heat. So, earth, the major source of heat is sun for the earth. Okay, the next cosmic planet is earth. As the temperature at the center of the earth is high, the earth is also one source of heat. So due to the that heat is called as a geothermal energy. Underline this line, that the geothermal energy, the earth's heat at its own into the core or under the lithosphere is called as a geothermal energy. This energy releases by the earth in the form of volcano. So due to this heat we find at the hot temperature waters at some places, like in Maharashtra we have at Vajreshwari a hot temperature wells. Okay, so the core of the earth also one of the source of heat on the earth. Okay. The third source of heat is chemical energy. When the fuels like wood, coal, petrol burns, there is a chemical reactions between the fuel and oxygen. As we know, the oxygen helps to burn. Okay, the heat is generated in these reactions. So, this type of fuel burning is the source of generating heat. This is the third point. Okay, the fourth element of energy, heat energy, is electrical energy. In our day to day life, we have seen variety of equipments which produces heat with the help of electricity, electric press, electric heater. Okay, thus the electricity is the source of heat. The fifth element is atomic energy. A huge amount of heat is produced in a very short time when the nuclei of some element like uranium, thorium, etc. undergo fission process. This is used in atomic energy projects. Okay, as we know, in the Second World War, the America dropped two atom bombs on Japan, Hiroshima and Nagasaki city. On Hiroshima and Nagasaki city, it releases after the blast. This fusion process undergoes and releases large amount of heat at that place, blasting place, and it destroy whole city within some seconds. So atomic energy is also a big source of energy which we call as today we used it in a constructive way. It becomes a very useful atomic energy for the human being because it does not produce any type of pollution, that is carbon monoxide or any other harmful gases. So the atomic energy also green energy, we refer that energy as a green energy which releases heat which is useful for the different process. So the atomic energy is also one of the major source today of energy releasing heat. Okay, sixth element is air. Large of amount of heat is present in air around us. Okay, so the hot airs also generate heat on the earth. It increases the temperature of the earth. So as we started this point of sources of heat, the heat gives birth or releases due to the high increase in the temperature. Here we have an experiment, that is the hot and cold. This concept of a hot or cold is a relative concept that we have experience of the hotness and coldness of an object by touching that object. So here is an experiment which we saw on this page, that is if that is to take the three similar vessels and give name to that vessels, that A, B and C, as we saw in the figure 14.2. Okay, fill A vessels with hot water, B with cold water, and add some hot and cold water into vessel C. Okay, if we put our hand into vessel A, feel the temperature or heat of that water, and if we put our hand into vessel B, that is contained cold water, what we get experience. Okay, so even though both the hands are dipped in the water at the same vessels, water at the same temperature, your right hand will be the water to be cold, while the left hand will find it to be hot. We must have understood the form of the above activity from the above activity that we cannot determine the temperature of an object accurately by simply touching. Also, we may hurt ourselves by touching very hot or cold object. So, we feel the need of some device for the measuring temperature. Thermometer is the device for measuring temperature. We have read about the thermometer in the previous class, as it calculates the temperature of the body and how to construct the thermometer. Okay. The next point of this lesson is heat and temperature. So heat leads to create a increasing temperature in the substance, solid substance. Okay. So this point needs to be very thorough explanation. So today we will stop in the introductions of this lesson. Today we saw the sources of heats of this lesson, that is sun, earth, chemical energy, electrical energy, atomic energy and air. These are the 6 points through which the temperature heat are releases. Okay, thank you. In the next lecture we will see heat and temperature and its relations and its proportion. Okay, thank you.